there is a good reason why you would consider cutting grass in February or March, and it's not just about turning that into silage, but it's about the other benefits that go with it. What we try and do is build quickly, and maybe I'm trying to get people to, instead of cutting in one day and picking up the next day, or even worse still, 2 or 3 days later, is to consider picking up on the same day. And there are occasions, and we'll see 1 or 2 samples here, that would have been justifiable. And I understand that there's problems when you get the contractor back, but if you've got your own equipment, or you've got a relationship with a contractor, that you can, in changing weather conditions, suggest them that you might want him back in the evening to go ahead with that. There are some real benefits to that. You know, and at the end of the day, with farm gate prices where they are, we've got no reliability with farm gate prices, and we've seen and heard this in the last day or so. We have to be more sufficient on what we're producing on farm.
Right.
With Robert Bell here, we've just been doing a little Ecosyl workshop, Harrison's at Grey Abbey. Robert, Arable Farm Manager, Dunleith Estates. Sadly, I think you're just about to maybe pull the plug and retire.
That's correct.
But Robert, silage additive, Ecosyl, you at the park have used Ecosyl for a long number of years. What sort of makes that decision for you to actually use it, to invest that money in putting on silage additive, and indeed using Ecosyl?
I've used Ecosyl, I would say, approximately 30 years. I've tried a few other additives, but Ecosyl has always been the additive that I've gone back to, because of it's competitively priced, the number of bacteria and so forth that you get with it, and it's a live bacteria as well.
And Robert, you're maybe slightly different to farmers who are running their own business. You're having to answer to bosses, so I assume it's important for you that you use a product that has research, that is trialled, and is actually going to do what it says in the tin.
Well, Ecosyl is probably one of the most trialled and proven additives on the market at the minute, and it's something that we would adhere to, using materials that are well proven.
And with a large number of cows at Dunleith Estates, Robert, there's that balance between getting enough in the pit to actually feed them, but also what you put in the pit, you're able to feed it out to the cows that are on the park.
That's correct. It's always a balance between weather, between the amount of grass you have, fertiliser you're putting on. There's always a compromise somewhere, but we always strive to make the best that we can.
And Robert, we've just listened to Ken in there today, and Harrison's doing that little working lunch. He has stimulated us and challenged us, but also said that we've sort of been making silage from 1500 BC, and we're not actually making it any better. And I suppose that's the take-home message from today, is that we should all, I know the weather does lots of things to us and circumstances beyond our control, but we should at least be trying to do things slightly different to try and make better quality silage.
I think the challenge is to do it better. The practicality of doing it better is something that's different.
Yeah. Anyway, Robert, thank you very much. Hopefully using Ecosyl for many more years to come, but at the end of the day, what we really all want to do is make better quality silage for the cows that we have.
That's correct.
One of the real important things to remember about Ecosyl is it is 1 million live active bugs per gram of forage. We produce these by continuous culture rather than batch culture. So with that, if you turn the bottle of Ecosyl 100 over, you can see that we are guaranteed to apply at least 1 million live active bugs per gram of forage. And we're the only company that can do that. And it's very important to get value for money. The majority of the market is 100,000 bugs.